Hello, everybody, and welcome to another installment of the MRL Sportsman series here for another road course. It is Road America, 20 laps at Road America. Now, in terms of lap wise, that is not a long race, but you will be surprised because of just the length of this race. That is going to be a insane amount of time just spent there out on track. It is a 3 mile road course that we are looking at here today. So because of that, we have different POVs here. We're going to have, of course, Hunty and his vision whenever he's in this race. I always like to watch his POV, see what he has in store. But then also we're gonna have Fluff God as our secondary POV, so that will be a big thing here. But we are about to go green here in 2 minutes. Now there are some big things that I want to say right now, but just give me one hot second, as I will need to get invites. So, as I just wait for my invites right here, that will be the biggest thing. We have a big announcement to make. Baronate, who is our points leader entering this race, can possibly go and be the first sportsman driver in order to make it into the lights division. He is currently sitting on a very hefty sum, 555 above the cut line. But with that, we are about to go right there, and we got our invite. So with that, we are good to go here. So, with that, we have 16 drivers that will be joining us tonight, and a bunch of different people up in front. We have Hunty, of course, taking pole, as he usually does on road courses. He's known as a bit of a road course ringer here. We also have Baronate in P2. We have US Trek down here in P3. He's looking for a good, solid run. P4 will belong to Story Square, who's back on up, and I'll actually go through the rest of the running order as we finish this up right now. And just like that, I can join back in. So, yeah, it is a Road America is one of those tracks that, going left and right is very much a it's hard for some, I will say that. Having Road America especially, where there's no barriers, you will be looking at a very hard race for a lot of these drivers. Making sure that you actually go and get a strong run early on, that will be the biggest key. But because of that, a lot of these guys are actually, adapting themselves for their different strategies. There are some that are going to be running a bit of a tighter preset, trying to get as much of a long run as they possibly can. Like I said, 20 laps. There is a lot of potential that can happen in that 20 laps. But because of that, the the field making to the top 10 can swing in an instant. And just like that, we are green here in this race. Ooh, Story Square did not get off the line good at all. And just like that, we're going to be following Hunty all the way down here. And actually, let's go front to back cam to see how it looks like in the back. Everyone really checking on up, making sure they go wide here, and that is exactly what you want to see. A bunch of these guys really giving each other a lot of room, especially in these braking zones. Going into turn 3, of course. People getting a little upset right there. The 16 tried to go and break the gap, but the 38, look at that, coming all the way back forward, and you can see that just basically getting off on the right foot is all that is needed. But ooh, hard braking zone right here in the turn 3. That is big. Oh, and the 56 right there, actually making a little bit of contact. But yeah, most of these guys really getting into it pretty early, making sure that they have their different braking zones all set on down. Ooh, a little bit of going off course is that 87 right there of US Trek. Looks like he has fallen from P3 all the way down to P7 and looks like going to be losing more as no contact was made. He just kind of outbroke himself. So, yeah, definitely. A lot of these guys are just trying to just settle on in right now and get all the way forward, as much forward as they can. A bunch of these guys are actually below the top 10 and are needing some good runs. So because of that, I'm definitely looking at the 26 of Broadcaster Clay, especially, who we're on board with right now. He is currently sitting P9 in the standings, and he is looking for a, P8 in the standings, 24 above, but Monster in that number 4 machine is also looking for a solid run as well. He is only 15 above. Ooh, we saw a little bit of contact go between the 94 and the 16. Those are going side by side. The 52 has completely binned it, and he is done for the night. A start in park indeed. So there was 16, now there's 15. We have our first DNF of this race. So Keith is out of this race, and just like that, the top 3 have basically pulled on away, and it's going to be, looks to be a battle for them as they move forward. The 87 trying to go on down. Ooh, really getting a little bit brake happy, but trying to essentially race each other and a little bit of contact, but nothing too crazy. So yeah, battles are going to be all over the place here. I'm trying to go, yeah, there we are. So Monster is in P5 right here. He is 15 points above the cut right now, with Elite Precision and Kobe Gamer being that cut. So definitely these guys are looking for solid runs, because as well we have Napier racing 641103, who we have in this race somewhere. Hang on. There he is. So sitting P15 right now, he is also in desperate need of a good run. 54 points above the cut, but right now sitting in P15 is definitely not what he wants to see. But going back into the rest of the battles, you have Jagger in the 51 right there, and the 16 of Always Eric. Up those, ooh, getting really loose right there. The 16 bounces off the 51, loses 2 spots right there, and that number 94 will actually go and get past him. But now going to be under fire from the 56 of Tomboy, and that will be a battle for P13 or P12 and P13. But back on board with Hunty here. What's up, UK? How you doing today? Hey, bots, I know the bots are already here. We are just now starting. But yeah, the fuel run is a little wonky for Road America, kind of like how it is for Canadian Tire. We're going to be seeing about pitting every 4 or 5 laps in terms of your fuel run. So it's going to be a little bananas, or maybe even 6-7 laps, because if you can make it to that, you'll be a-okay in 2 stops. So because of that, we're going to be seeing a lot of these drivers go and try to get the 23 Astoria score being really ginger on the brakes, but the 4 of Monster is going to try to really dive it on down, but it gets a little bit too much of the grass, so that pass will not be made right now. But maybe a pass for P2 up here. The 99 of Baronet, as well as the 17 of Elite Precision. Looks like Baronet just kind of backs on off, saying, you know what, I don't want anything to do with that. And it just says, you know what, go ahead. All this, ooh, kind of Tokyo drifts it around right there. But yeah, here is WRX Mike, another driver in need of a solid run. And he is currently sitting P15 in the standings. But crucially, P14 in the standings, right above him, Baseball Freak, is not in this race. So he's just naturally going to gain a position. And as of right now, he's 106 points on out of the cut. So he needs just a few more positions to get up there. And then 94 goes spinning. Not quite sure what happened there, but that drops him all the way back. I wonder if there was contact or something or other. But yeah, that 94 is desperately he's faltering right now. I don't know. I'm sure we're going to be looking at some Discord to see what's going on with him. But another driver that's actually having a solid run right now is Ty Racing. Ty Racing in this number 38. I'm not sure what position he's in right now, but I know for sure he's in the top 10. But desperately in need of a good run as well if he has any hope of getting to the top 10. As it stands right now, it's Baronate, Tomboy, Story Square, Hunty, Jagger are the top 5 in points. Basically, these guys that I just mentioned all have basically a race distance on the rest of the field. But Keith was 6th in points entering this race, and he just DNF'd. So, crucially for him, he's going to drop some spots. Napier, who we were on board with, is sitting P15. He's sitting 7th in the standings. Broadcaster Clay, P8, Monster Racing, P9, and then Kobe in P10 in points. But Elite Precision, Fluff God, NASCAR Extreme, and Baseball Kid all down there in the bottom of the pecking order. And, oh man, it's going to be a lot for them to kind of dig themselves out of that hole. But looks like to me, to kind of give a reference, Jagger, oh my goodness, as I saw the 26 absolutely just dive it on into turn 1. That number 94 is not having a good day, I will say that. So here is the 26 of Broadcaster Clay. The 94 just made his way back into P13, and it was a bit of a storm for him. So he is desperately trying to cling to as many points lost as he can as he drops a P15. Of course, here's P16 right here. I do have some coffee with me right here, so I'm going to take a quick drink of that. So, we have Nathan in chat right there, as well as the UK. UK Wildcats as well. Mopowa teammate, congratulations on Mopowa for clinching the Saturday Cup standings, team standings. So excellent race from them at Canadian Tire. They were able to go on out and get it all done. But yeah, here is P1 right here. Elite Precision there in P2. This could crucially become a big pit road advantage right here, because there is the entrance to pit road, and depending on how aggressive you get in there, pit road technically is a little bit before the black tires entering the actual lane. So these guys definitely trying to gain as much time as you can by going up that big up ramp, but you don't want to go too far and potentially go into a a pit road speeding penalty. But crucially, one person that is not racing is NASCAR Extreme Gaming. He is not in this field. I'll just tell you right now, because of the fault that Napier is having, as well as Broadcaster Clay, he may have been in the battle for the top 10. But with him not even being here and not collecting any of those points, he just basically gave it on up. That, and same thing with Baseball Freak. By just not racing, that's another driver that WRX Mike will just gain positions on for free, is because they just decided to not show up. So essentially, WRX Mike is saying, thank you very much, I'll take that. And just kind of looking at it right now, it looks like so we have a 3-way battle for the P1 and a 3-way battle for P3. Monster has it. Or sorry, P4. Monster has it. Story Square and WRX Mike wants it. And Story Square going massively off track. That is going to give the spot to WRX Mike. There is the... Oh, wow, Cyber's actually here watching. Hello, Cyber never actually commentating. Quite wild in the standings for Sportsman. Exactly. See, Cyber gets it. But yeah, no, like I said, congrats to you as well. You clinched the Cup team standings with UK, so excellent job, champagne all around from Mopowa. But Mopowa, currently, let's actually talk about them in the team standings for a hot second, because I never talk about team standings. They actually have a 124-point lead over the Chaos Crew. And entering, let me rephrase. Leaving this race, if they have a 150-point gap, they can also clinch Sportsman, the team standings here. So we are looking at a potential sweep right here, but Precision Morgan Racing, which is a team of Elite Precision and WRX Mike, are going to have something to say about that. They only have a 1-point gap over the Chaos Crew, so those guys are definitely looking to collect a lot of points right there. Speaking of Thai Racing, who's having a great race, here is another battle. This is P7, 8, and 9. Or sorry, P8, 9, and 10 right here. As because P7 belongs to US Trek, which I have missed going up through. Where is he at? Just checking on in right here. So he's actually closing the gap to those up to maybe P4. Monster really slow on the uptick right there. I wonder what's going on with Monster. Maybe UK can offer some advice as he just goes straight on. Oh my God, Monster, what happened? Oh my God, he's out in front. Oh my God. What is happening with the 4 truck? Oh my God. Me, oh my, do we have a lag out on our hands? Oh, there he is. Oh, he's back. Is he just that? Is he lagging that much? Oh, he's gonna be... Oh, there he is. Oh my God. Chat, you're seeing it live. But, oh my God, he is lagging that much that, that 4 machine... Oh my goodness. Yeah, speaking of Mopowa, yeah, Monster is on that Mopowa team. Look at him just gain rocket all the way towards that 23. That gave me whiplash right there. Just saying what was going on with the 4. Oh my God. Jeezums. It nearly killed me. But big separation between the drivers in the front and the rear. Big strategy call as well. Hunty is staying on out, but we also have some some people deciding to come on down for pits. We have one that's already down pit lane for sure. Oh, well, never mind. Always Eric is always out of this race, so never mind. So no strategy being played right now, apart from the 99 of Baronate. I lied. So the 99 of Baronate's down on pit lane. We also have the 4 of Monster, so those two definitely coming on down pretty early. We're going to be seeing if Broadcaster Clay's coming on down and we can get a lap update with these guys. So it looks like the 16 has decided to call it quits. We're going to be checking the Discord here for a hot second to see if we can catch it. Is 14 laps to go, so meaning we are on lap 7. It looks like Thai Racing as well came on down, so yeah, definitely. Like I said, you'd be expecting these guys to come on down with 7-8 laps, you know, making sure that they can make it all the way. Fuel is not really the issue, it's the tires. Your left front burns so much around here that a lot of these guys are going to be really nursing their tires more than anything. Looks like the 51 of Jagger also came on down, the 02 of Napier as well. So yeah, it looks like the 16 did indeed lag on out of this race. Ooh, potential lead change going on. The 17 making a little bit of a challenge with the 68. We're going to be seeing the 17 really be aggressive. Oh, I lied. Never mind. He's just going to back on out. Knowing that these guys are going to be coming on down for their pit stop with this lap. Ooh, the 68 being really aggressive, but he's going to be holding the 17 at bay. Now, crucially, though, this is going to bring the 99, who is on fresh rubber, making sure that they can go all the way. And the 17. So here's the 99 right here, going through the big swinging carousel right here. It's really hard to gauge exactly where everything all is with those guys. But here is the rest of the pack here. So the 90, oh my goodness. The 87 being really aggressive. He just gained a spot on pit road like that. Dang, I have never seen US Trek be that aggressive before. So let's actually, like I said, follow the 99 here and see where he comes on out in correlation with the rest of the posse that he was battling with. So it's such a long pit road here. I actually said that you could actually you can actually see that the wow. That a lot of these guys are really going to be stuck on pit lane a lot, but you saw that 68 and the 17 really absolutely gas it, going past all these guys, and you can see that the 99 has lost a lot of time, but crucially though, it's not going to be a fuel race. I'm seeing the 99 that we're on board with right here saying another tire mileage track. Can't save tires with a damn controller. Technically you can with brake smoothing. I wonder if he knows about that. He can actually with brake smoothing. I don't recommend brake smoothing. I hate it, but it will save your tires in a heartbeat. Oh, but the 99 getting... Oh! Oh, you saw it live. You saw it live, folks. The 99 is out of this race. Championship implications? Probably not, because he has such a huge gap. But I guess there goes his opportunity of getting into the getting into lights this race. So yeah, we're seeing it right here that he is saying, yeah, not doing that. If he pit on lap 7, then he would have pitted on lap 14, and then he would have been good. But so I'm not quite understanding where he was coming from. But especially if you like I said, because these guys pit on lap 8, so they'll pit probably like 15, 16, and they'll still have to make another stop. Baronet would have pit on lap 14 and would have been fine, unless his tires were just that bad that I wasn't aware of. But now, crucial, important points playing here. We're going to have to see who's going to come on out in P3. So that elevates Broadcaster Clay into P12. Of course, Hunty still has the lead, and I think no one else has led beside him. I don't think a lead has actually led quite yet. So potential podium implication here, as we're seeing that Napier is currently the last of our runners. So let's go on board with him. Ooh, battle on track right here between 51 and Tomboy. So 51 being Jagger, and that is Tomboy. So to kind of give reference, the 51 is in 10th, so that means Tomboy's in P9, so excellent job from him. Oh, but never mind, that's going to be swapped around here after this. So that's P9 and P10. So that means Kobe is P11 in front of the 26, so it sucks for him just being tossed around like that. But 3 people has left out of this race. So I'm just trying to find P3. Is that so? Hang on. So that's where the leader is. So I'm assuming the 87 sped then. US Trek probably sped, essentially because Story Square is right here. So that would be another podium to his name. WRX Mike will be right there behind. So yeah, it looks like the 87, when he just absolutely yeeted it in there, he is, well, sped because of it. So he's going to have to really get back up there in order to try and have an attempt at P3, which is currently Story Square. So to kind of give a rundown, here's the battle for the lead. So Cade in chat saying Tomboy and Jagger best battle. I don't know. I feel like this is the best battle right here, because this is the battle for the win. Of course, Hunty has won before in the series, so has a lead. So no one will get their invite to the All-Star this race. But you will see that, I mean, still, momentum can swing all the way around. Elite Precision is one of those drivers. He is P10 in the standings. P10. Any points that he gets on the cut line, especially the cut line being shifted down with Kobe, and Kobe being all the way back in P11, he's just gaining it right now. Hunty got it? I don't know about that. This 17's looking pretty sporty. You guys know in chat how good Hunty is on road courses. At least kind of give him a run for his money. He is not leaving him alone. So here's the battle for P3. So Source in P3, WRX Mike P4, Monster P5. That means P6 will probably be US Trek. So here's P7, P8, Fluff God P7, Tie Racing P8. Oh, ooh, excellent battle right there. Pass being made maybe in turn 1. No, Tie Racing backs on out of it. That was a very... Oh, look at that. Maybe the switchback right there. Slow and fast out. He's going to be making the move down into turn 3 maybe. No, he backs out again. Tie Racing with the very tip of the hat to him right there, saying, you know what? I'm not going to just throw it on in there. I'm just going to wait and bide my time. So that puts P8 in hang on. P8 in Tie Racing's hand right here. Here's P9 of Jagger. P10 is Tomboy, meaning Kobe is somewhere. Hang on. He's somewhere. Kobe is P11 and Broadcaster Clay P12. So that's where we're seeing. Like I said, I have 2 onboards for this race, and Hunty currently being the leader. P13 is Napier. That is the last of our runners. So again, yeah, that 17 really keeping these guys keeping that 17 honest. So I don't know, guys. What do you think though? Who are you rooting for? I think there's a lot of potential for points to be made right here, especially with those deciding to not race. I feel like I keep saying that over and over. I'm just going to get a quick lap count from Hunty as soon as he crosses the line on my screen. So it looks like it's going to be lap 11. We are officially halfway through this race. 10 to go here. And looks like to me, Hunty just ran a second slower than his all-time best, which was set this race. So I don't know if he's trying to save some tire, if he's trying to save some fuel. I mean, I don't really see the opportunity of doing both. There's no way you could make it. So we're going to be seeing here as P6, maybe the battle for P3 is still on. So here's Story Square currently in P3. P4 changing hands. Oh, maybe. With the 33 slamming the door on the 4 right there. But that 87 is going to get really close here in a second. So halfway through this race, there's still a lot that can happen. But yeah, Kobe Gamer coming up through the ranks yet again, not having the best of starts, but looks like he's going to be getting really close to the battle for P10 or P9 right here. Those guys are really going at it. Hang on, let's watch this drag race all the way down the front stretch. 56 not getting in the draft. Very interesting from him to see if that was by plan or not, but 94 really sending on down. Just look how much time he gained on these two right here. So that 51 and 56 are currently kind of holding each other up by playing these games right here. That 94 could gain 2 for the price of 1 here. Not so much this turn, but mainly could set him up through the carousel. So I have to check back in with that. No new drivers out of this race quite yet, but also I should mention that this does break Baronate's podium streak that he was having, which was the entire season. So yeah, he decided to back on out. So I mean, you know what? That's his choice. I mean, everyone has that, but interesting stat right there. So this is race 9 of the season. He went on an 8 straight podium finish of either first, second, or third. Pass for the lead, maybe. The 17 throws it on down. The 68 has to give him room. The 17 makes a little bit of dirt flying up right there. This ain't Bristol dirt, man. But going on through here, the 17 again throws it on down. The 60 is going to try to get the cutback, but the 17 holds a very steady line. Now it's going to be a drag race all the way down into turn 3, but the 17, with a little bit harder shifting through the gears, decides, you know what, I'm going to back it on out and save it for another opportunity. So, with that, the 87 looks like gets the pass done on the 33. So, excellent job from him. So, that is now P5, and now the P4 is right in front of him in that number 4. So, we're going to be seeing how that's going to turn on out. By the way, UK, you did pass along that that monster has a lag warning, right? If you didn't, please do. I apologize. I could have swore I communicated that, but I guess not. But so here is one of those rare things that you don't see every day. The 68 and the 17 lapping the O2 right here, but ooh, that could have played a major factor right here. The 17 really hassling the 68 right here, getting his first win last week. Really was helping out his momentum shift going on through, but look at how fast the 68 takes the final few corners right here. Now the long sweeping right-hander going into the long front stretch is really off camber. You don't really think about how much of a impact it has on your run, but it does actually. You feel like the truck really wants to spin on out, but unfortunately, you just have to kind of put the power down and hope it sticks because just of how much it just kind of wants to skid around. So here's the 23 now going through the long right-hander, and here is the battle for P4 right behind. So again, just going through those final set of turns. Ooh, the 4 getting all out of sorts right there. Is he pitting? Looks like it, actually. So, ooh, 51 and 56 kind of banging doors right there. Ooh, side by side through the long Canadian front stretch right there. That you don't see every day. So these guys are, man, maybe Kada, you are speaking truth right here. That these guys are indeed probably the best paddle on the track. These guys just keep going at it. So, just to kind of give an update, Broadcaster Clay still in P12, Kobe Gamer still P11. Not really much gain from those guys right there. Number 4 of Monster trying to make his way forward, and we did have a change for the lead. I just now saw that the 17 has passed the 68. I apologize, I did not catch that, but now the 17 will be getting crucial points here if he can cross the line first. No one's going to be pitting this lap, I'm assuming so. Hunty has his fuel gauge on, but I'm assuming these guys are going to be pitting next lap as the 17 is going to come on down here, waiting for Clay to cross the start-finish line to see when these guys are going to come on down. It is currently 8 laps to go here, so I'm assuming that these guys are going to be pitting with 7 going on to 6. So, I'm going to be coming on down just to make sure that these guys can make it. I mean, they can make it right now if they decide to pit. So, oh, Hunty is going to decide to come on down. So, a little bit of strategy call. Hunty could have easily have gone around another lap, but he decided not to. And Elite gets 5 points to add to his bucket. So, getting an update here. Looks like Jagger did pit the lap before, so that is good for him. So, Clay gets a spot right there, coming out 30 seconds behind. So yeah, these guys can pit on that lap and be fine. But now tire wear is going to be coming down a little bit of the issue. Elite is probably in the best position right now because he's able to go the extra lap, but Hunty will be in also a really good position because he can actually push and then start saving. So just checking on the Discord right here to see what's going on. No new messages I'm seeing. So no one being really upset with each other. Gotta love it. Hunty comes out of the pits, and speaking of, he actually exits pit lane just to show how much of a gap that he had on the rest of the field. He came out in P5. Monster, though, was able to come on out in front of the 26 pretty handily. So by 13 seconds. So while Clay has to go and do another stop, Monster doesn't. So essentially, that is a position right there that Monster does not have to worry about. So the rest of the top 5, so P2, which is Story Square, P3 of US Trek, and P4 WRX Mike are now going to be those that are in the danger zone. They have to pit this time, and they could lose a bunch of time to each other. Just trying to hang Just try. So here's US Trek going on through the carousel right here, and I'm just trying to find Story Square. There he is. So we're assuming that these guys are going to be coming on down this time, and it is currently lap 14 for Hunty and 14 for Clay, and yep, Elite Precision has come on down, so he is going to be coming to lap 15 as he crosses the start-finish line. But look how long this pit road is. He is just now hitting the pit stalls, and there is the line right there. Very long pit road. So, the 4 of Monster, though, like I said, there's the 94 right there, has definitely made up a lot of time. Passing Tomboy, this is for position between him and Tomboy. Not so much with Monster, because Monster doesn't have to pit again. Those guys do. And speaking of pits, we see that the 23 is coming on down pit road. We assume that the 87 is also on pit road as well. Now, did he speed? That would be crucial. There is the 17. Going on past, and you can see the 68 going to be really, really close. It's going to be a drag race down into turn 1. The 68 is going to have the momentum on the high side, but the 17 is going to plant his truck perfectly, and look at that. That was the overcut planned to perfection, and the 17 is able to hold the lead, and now it's going to be up to Hunty to make sure that he can save his stuff enough to not only hold with the 17 of Elite, who has to doesn't have to worry about anything. He can actually just go full throttle, full beans, not having to worry about fuel or tires. Has Hunty met his match on road courses? Find out. So, because of that, we have a, so here's the WRX mic. There is the rest of the top 10 making their stops right now, the 94 and the 56. And Clay is as well with them. Let's see here. Going on through, the 51 of Jagger is going to be able to collect those spots pretty handily by virtue of just not really having to worry about tires or fuel. So, oh yeah, big gains for Jagger right there. So that should be P8 right there. So P9 of Kobe, P10 to Tomboy. P11 should be Broadcaster Clay then. We're going to be seeing as he comes on out of the pits right now. And the O2 is a lap down right now, so unfortunate for him. But yeah, this battle is raging right now. Oh, sorry, he's P12. I apologize. So there is everything's kind of cycled back on now. So Tomboy cycles to P11, Kobe to P10. So that means Jagger into P9. I apologize for that. So yeah, now the battle is on between these guys to really make sure that whoever can make it, you're going to be seeing a lot of strategy. The 87 is trying to chase on down that 23 for the final podium spot. Of course, US Trek is actually on the all-time leaderboard for trucks at Road America, so he knows how to get around this joint. This massive, massive track, largest on the Cup calendar. So he knows how to go around here. And just to kind of put in perspective, so there's Story Square going into turn 2 right here. Hunty and all of them is going through the center, it's the infield sector. So here is where they are, and here is where they are. About, I want to say 25 seconds behind, almost a full pit stop. So can the 87 do it? I don't know, but Story Square is hungry for another podium. Currently, well, maybe that would, You guys didn't see anything. I'll just say that right now. I gotta stop talking about drivers as their commentary curse, right? So yeah, that battle is going to be raging. But meanwhile, WRX Mike is going to be just picking up the pieces. So those two are going to be really going at it, and the 33 is going to be trying to get back into it. Yeah. Well, you know what? Like I said, commentary curse. It happens. I was just saying how good of a run that he was having. And then he just goes straight onto the sandpit, obviously locking it up, going into the going into turn 3 right there. But you know what? Whatever. So if I'm counting my trucks correctly, tire racing is P7. Yeah, right. So P8 is only penguins can say you didn't see anything. Commentary cruise pattern. Yeah, exactly. So P7 belongs to Tie Racing. P8 belongs to Fluff God. P9 belongs to Jagger. P10 belongs to Kobe, who is right behind Jagger right here. And P11 belongs to Tomboy. Broadcaster Clay P12. And then Napier, rounding out the rest of the runners, as we have 3 DNFs for this race. Keith is P16. P15 is always Eric. And the 99 of Baronate is P14. Of course, Baronate doesn't really have a whole lot to worry about, as we see the pass for P3 right there. So I will apologize to Story Square for talking about him, as he just went straight on right there. But we are coming up to 3 laps to go in this race, so it is almost done here. 20 laps, like I said, does not sound like a long time based on just looking at how many laps. But this race is easily about 45 to 50 minutes, depending on how fast the leader gets around. But you can see right here that the racing, there's still racing all over the track right here. The battle for P8, like I said, right here. The battle for P9, right there. The battle for the lead is still very much alive. Monster, where is Monster at? We should be talking about him, because Monster is behind WRX Mike somewhere. There he is. Still lagging. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I didn't know NASCAR Heat 5 had jump scares. But yeah, that is one of those things that just can't be avoided. Hunty, though, still trying with all his might to get past Elite, but Elite is putting his truck exactly where he needs to. And I will tell you what, Elite Precision, starting the series so late in the season, and has already made his way into the top 10. The 26 of Broadcaster Clay just getting out of the way right there, tip of the hat, but does allow the 17. A little bit of kerfuffling going on right there, as now the 68 of Hunty is going to sniff a little bit of the draft, and is going to maybe dive it on down into turn 3, maybe? No, he backs it on out and decides, you know what, I'm just going to wait. Tries to get a good run on exit, but nothing quite to be had right there. So, still, okay, I thought the 87 would actually just kind of soar past the 23 and just gap him, but this battle is still on right here. The 23 is Story Square. I should probably not talk about him, as he's probably just going to just go straight on into the sand trap. But yeah, these guys are definitely having a battle of their own. This is for P3. So while the battle for P1's going on, P2 is, P3 is really going at it as well. WRX Mike right behind in P4. Elite Precision as well has gapped himself between the 68. I wonder if 68 kind of has gone into save mode. Maybe for tire? I'm not quite sure. I'm not seeing any indication here that he would be low on tire. But either way, he is has backed it on off, so almost maybe giving up the lead, as the 51 and 56 just cannot leave each other alone. The 56 trying to get the pass done. Kobe in P11 right here is just eyeing it on up, as we see that Napier has left the race. So, ooh, going through the grass. And that's going to open up the door. Oh, the 56 also clobbers the wall. This may be a 2 for the price of 1 situation right here. Going on board with Kobe to see what he can do. The 51 has the run going off of turn 2, but they're going to be neck and neck going all the way down the backstretch. These two just absolutely going at it. And who's going to be the last of late breakers? It's actually going to be the 51 in the lead right here, but the 56 is still going to be alongside. Now the 94 of Kobe is just like, guys, how do I get around you right now? Just going into turn 4 and turn 5, the 51 goes wide right there. No sand trap though. Comes on back on up, trying to defend that position. Then 94 still just trying to get on around, and gonna really full on sand. Oh my goodness! Now that's gonna open the door for the 51 to get on past, but the 94 getting really loosey-goosey on the throttle, not having the grip in those babies, but now kind of just pushing the 51 all the way down. Oh my god! So here's a battle as well for P7, I should mention. The Ty and Fluff God has been absolutely glued to each other. Fluff God coming on down. It's going to allow the 38 to maybe get the cross back, but nothing quite yet. These guys, oh my god. Oh my god. And the 51's going to come on back, maybe take... Oh my god, and it does! These guys are just absolutely going at it, maybe 3 wide. I don't know who is going to get the run out of these guys right here, but the 56 has it. Everyone wants it. They're actually going to get a draft right here. The 51 wants to line on up. Give it the draft. That is insane. Meanwhile, coming to the white flag for the 17 and the 68. One more lap to go. Oh my goodness, what a race that we have witnessed here. And a 23 has gone past the 87. Oh my god, so there's still plenty of battling going on here, but the 23 and the 87 both go wide. Oh my goodness, I'm sure the 87 probably just did not expect to... Oh my goodness me. It's all heating up here in the final lap here, folks. So, meanwhile, the 17 is just kind of cruising right now, and the 33 is just wanting those two to just wreck a little bit more. Monster is off the pace. Monster, are you out of fuel? UK, is Monster out of fuel right now? Oh, never mind. He was just de-revving so much. So these guys still have 2 more laps, I should mention. Elite has 1 more, so he is actually coming up pretty hot and heavy to these guys. Oh, in fact, they're actually right behind him. So that... Oh, the 23 has spun! The 23 has spun! And that's going to be a position for WRX Mike. Oh, what happened there? So, meanwhile, here is Elite Precision. Just really... Just hoping that no one gets in the way is basically what he's hoping for. He has a big gap, 3-second gap to Hunty right now. He could honestly just ride behind these guys and be fine. But the 51's going to make a move on Kobe right there. That is for P10. Oh! And he does, but the 94 is going to try to swing on by. The 51 is blocking. Oh my goodness. Going on through, this is like short track blocking here at a road course. 94 is going to send it on down. The 51 going to be really going on close, and these guys are going to be beating and banging as a 17 going on through the front stretch is going to win his 2nd race of the season for the 2nd race in a row. Hunty's going to be P2. Who is going to be our P3 finisher here? Hang on, hold up. We gotta wait for it. Looks like it's gonna be the 87 so far. He has it. WRX Mike wants it. So looks like WRX Mike comes around the corner right there. There's Story Square really. Yep, he's sending it, trying to get it all done. But the 87 is gonna come on out of the final corner and get his first podium in the Sportsman Series. Golf clap for him. So let's check on in. Looks like WRX Mike will finish in P4. Story Square will be in P5. Monster, where is he at? So here he is in P6. And then Fluff Guy, that was another battle. Looks like they have really separated. So that is for P7, P8. Let's go back on board with these guys. So this is the battle for P9 right here. Tomboy, Kobe, and Jagger. All of these guys definitely doing the best they can right now. Broadcaster Clay has already crossed the line. So these guys are the rest of the field yet to cross the line, and they're now going through the carousel. There is a lot. All of this. Oh my. Oh, and Jagger! What the heck happened there? Well, let's go back on board with the actual battle then, because now it's going to be between the 56 of Tomboy and the 94 of... Kobe right here, maybe going for the last corner. The 94, oh, but the 56 is loose. What can the 94 do? He's going to full-on send it. We hear the revs of the 94 get ever so closer, but the 56 is right there. It's going to be a drag race coming on through. The 94 is going to be going to the left-hand corner. It's going to be a drag race. Who's going to get at the line? And the 94, by inches, will get P9. Wow. That was a race. Dang. Wow. Of course, Story Square upset with the 87. It looks like contact was made right there. So I'm sure those guys will talk about it. Oh my goodness me. Kobe and Tomboy at the end right there. Oh my goodness. But yeah, the 87, sparks flying between the 87 and 23. We saw it live. I don't know if it was the 23 that backed on up or if it was the 87 that kind of overshot it, but that was the whole thing right there. Oh, that was intense. Who had the fast lap? Hunty with a 2:07.797, and I think it was Elite who finished P2. So yeah, let's get let's get the podium up in here. What's it called? So I apologize. I'm going to be blue screening for a hot second. I'll be right back. So while we wait for our podium earners to get in here, I'm going to go on through our full results here for a hot second. Give me one big second. So while we have our top three, which we already know about, well, let's go on through the rest of the running order. So starting from P16 was Keith, P15 was always Eric, P14 was Baronet, Napier P13, Broadcaster Clay P12, 11th was Jagger, Tomboy P10, Kobe P9, Ty Racing P8, Fluff got P7, then Monster P6, P5 belongs to Story Square, P4 belongs to WRX Mike, and P3 of US Trek, P2 Hunty, and P1 Elite Precision. So, I think we have everyone up in here right now. Oh, no, we're missing one more, which is Elite. So, up there, speaking of the double, we have a lot to talk about. So, first of all, let's start off with the obvious. Good racing. 20 laps at Road America, not really a whole lot on paper, but it definitely one of those that it just it seems like the laps are just endless in terms of time. So just really nailing those corners is what brings about good finishes. So let's of course go to our P3 earner here. Joe Nemechek. First time I've actually done an interview right here with Joe Nemechek. US Trek, new comer to the Sportsman side of things, of course, dropping on down from the Cup to Sportsman here. Getting your first podium here in the Road America, one track that you hold the all-time record at. Of course, let's talk about the obvious here. Story Square not too happy with you. Bring us through what happened there with you and him.
Uh, well, I, I was having actually I was having trouble with the four. He was lagging quite a bit, and it was hard to tell where he was at. And to get around him, I just had to guess and go for it. So I hope I didn't mess him up, but he was lagging a little bit. Now Story Square was I think I was a little faster than him, but he pulled and I got around him, but he pulled a really good um, late braking in one of the turns and got back around me. And then coming in, I think it's after that straight stretch on the back. I went inside like I was going to try to outbrake him. Oh no, it was the first turn. Went inside like I was going to outbrake him, and then broke early, and he went a little wide, and I got in there, and I think he decided to come down back on the track at the same time, and we hit a little bit. Oh, I evidently we hit more than I thought, because then I looked in my rearview mirror and he was not there. So if I don't think I did anything wrong. If I did, then I certainly apologize, because I don't try to do that.
Well, hopefully Story Square is listening. If not, I'm sure like DMs are always helpful. But that is a big statement to be made right here. Of course, US Track, you have gotten a podium before in MRL, and also at a road course. That was the Indy road course back in season 0. So you definitely know how to get around these places. What about them just suits your style?
Uh, um, it's more technical, I think. You can turn left a lot, and it's kind of boring. So I get more excited about the road courses. Learning your break points, what you can and can't do. Early on in the race, I got banged up a little bit, and I already knew that. Well, I got banged up a couple times during the race, but I already knew that it was no sense, getting mad about it. So I just tried to run my lines, run careful. When I was behind somebody, I tried to set it up for a pass instead of just banging on them.
Well,
Hopefully, I was okay doing that.
Well, there we go. Well, either way, a podium's a podium. It just shows that you do have pace, and I mean, of course, unfortunately, you're out of contention to make the top 10 this season, but you are definitely showing that you can go and get it done next season. So we'll have to see what you can do, Goose. So excellent job.
Yeah, thanks, appreciate it.
Anytime. Now we go to Hunty. So let's go to Clay Greenfield. Now, of course, much like the opposite side of things, Hunty, you are always expected to do well at road courses here. But it looks like you met your match tonight. What do you think? What happened? Like in order to kind of shift that balance?
Um, I don't know what he got in pit road, but I kept getting 16s in pit road, and then
Oof.
my truck just sucks on the last lap of the stint each time. Because I don't really think I made a mistake other than with 3 laps to go and I got loose, but that was just on very low tires. But yeah,
Well, I was actually riding on board with you during the entire stint, and I can definitely say that you're during the last lap of your stint, you were just kind of ice skating around there. Now, of course, that definitely leads me to my next question. Baronet said that his tires were always, he had to save some tires. Was there, do you think, an advantage to maybe stopping a lap earlier, or in order to like, get like less fuel, or because it looked like that's what
Mm,
Elite did to kind of flip you on the second stop in order to kind of get out just in front of you.
no, he went. I went in earlier, and then just to see if I could get in front. But like I think he could save his tires a little bit, and for like the last lap, because like I lose so much time in the last lap. So I was trying to just get in front of him. Couldn't do that. Because stage or not stage one, but like the first stint, I finished with 9% after the 8 laps. I'm guessing he was still probably around 30%.
Well, I guess we're going to be finding out because that I can definitely make that one of my questions. But yeah, Hunty, like I said, you definitely are one of the people to watch for on every single road course we go to. Of course, you are in very good condition in making the light series here, and with all the struggles that the fringe drivers had, mainly those in currently Keith, Napier. Kobe as well, all finishing below you. That only extends your gap a little bit, so that has to feel good. Now, next week we go to Iowa, one of my favorite tracks. You are a contender there. Let's see what we can do there. All right. So thank.
Um.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were asking me. I
No,
wasn't
I was,
listening.
I was, I was, but you didn't say. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm not going to get a response. So,
I mean, the next 3 tracks I'm not really excited for. I mean, Iowa and then Darlington. That's the tough one, and then Atlanta's just Atlanta.
oh, Atlanta is definitely going to be a killer on the tires for sure. Iowa is always my favorite, and Darlington's the kind of the last I guess the last wrench into everyone's equation because with it being so tight, oh, anything can happen. But yeah, we. I'm sorry, I just read Tomboy's message in the Discord. That got me a little bit. But yeah, Hunty, excellent job there. P2, another podium to add to your resume here in the Sportsman series, and definitely a contender. Next week, let's see if you can get it done. So let's go into Haley Deegan. So I have to go all the way over here. Elite, you got your first win in the Sportsman division. Well, not last week, but 2 weeks ago at Las Vegas. And you backed it on up with another win at arguably the league's best road course racer. That has to feel good.
Yeah, it was that was a good race with Hunty. I felt like we was pretty equal throughout the run. I didn't really have any tire issues. I wasn't really saving anything. I was pressing the whole time, trying to stay with him. Um, it seemed like as the run went on, like you just got faster with the tires, so I didn't want to risk short pitting. Um, I didn't want to short pit because it seemed like the tires didn't have no drop off. So it was at one point when I tried to pass, I got to him and I got to the side of him, and we was side by side, and then the next turn I kind of sent the end there. I feel like I pushed him off the track, so I kind of let off a little bit, and because I feel like that was kind of dirty on my part, and I didn't want to pass him that way, so I just kind of backed off and just tried to reset, and eventually uh got to him again as later on in the race. But yeah, it was good though. I I kept getting 16s as well, Hunty. So you ain't the only ones. I don't understand why
I
they love giving me 16-second stops on this game.
I did see like the first stop I had a 16. I was like, I wonder if he's gonna get in front of me, but it looked like you didn't really gain in the first stop either, so I was kind of happy
Yeah,
with that.
yeah. I was like when I saw you. I looked behind me right when I came off of pit row. I'm like, ooh, man, it's gonna be close. And I thought you was gonna like coming off that first turn. I thought you was gonna like cross me over right there because I kind of stepped on the gas a little bit too early and pushed. I got tight with that corner, but But yeah, it was that was a close race though. That was interesting. It
Well,
was a good race.
Elite. You technically already were in the top 10 going into this race. You were tied with Kobe, and Kobe has already made mention that he, even if he would have made top 10, he would stay in Sportsman because he feel like he isn't quite ready to move on up yet. So you're already there, and I'll say after consistently finishing in the top five every single race, I mean it takes a lot to do what you did, entering three races in, and now two races already win in the Sportsman division. It took you a little bit to get there, but now that you're here, it looks like you're not letting go. Now,
I I don't feel comfortable still. You just never know. I could uh, disconnect or get involved in something. You just never know.
well, exactly that was what I was just about to say. You never know, and that's what I was saying. Iowa, Darlington, and Atlanta especially are all like big wild cards. I mean, they can go a bunch of different directions, and so there's a lot of unknowns that could be had. But I definitely want to say that you had a very good truck out there at Road America. That's exactly why I put on the schedule because Road America is such a technical track as opposed to like a place like Watkins Glen or, well, not Sonoma because who likes to ride motorcycles at Sonoma? But it's so technical and a lot of fun. But you were able to go out and get it done here tonight.
Thank you.
All right. So with that, any final thoughts for our podium guys before we close on out for the night?
Nope.
All right. Well, with that, we're going to close on out, and this is actually going to be our last broadcast until next Monday. The Cup Series is off this Saturday, and same thing with Challenger tomorrow. So I do want to say, and I'll say this in the Discord, Elite, your invite to the Cup race will be extended for next week as well, and whoever wins Iowa will also be invited. So they will be at Indy, not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday. So that invitation will extend there. So we will be back actually for literally next week for our Sportsman division at Iowa. So it's coming down to the nitty gritty. Three more races left in this season. Oh, there's a lot to watch out for. Keep in tune for points, and we will see y'all in the next one. Have a good night, everyone. Peace.